let us get okay let's get started to use Nmap. We are using Nmap as our front end, and that is what version we are using, that is 5.21. Okay, now Nmap is the front end we are using for Nmap. Nmap can be run on the command prompt. So the syntax of Nmap is Nmap options, various options are there, and then the host name. Host name can be either IP address or the specific host name. Okay. Now various options are there like -st for basic TCP connected scan, or and -p to port to scan, whichever lower port you want to scan. Okay, we can give the set of IP address also and the set of ports also, and you can also specify the subnet ID. Subnet ID, that just IP address slash 24, just as a normal subnet ID we used to do. Okay, now coming. Now let us familiar with few technical words what we will be using in the output of the Nmap for running various of the programs. Okay, now see the various terms used are suppose OS, target. OS nothing but operating system fingerprints. Okay, then there's open ports, closed ports, filtered, non-filtered, open filtered, open closed, like that. There are various port specifies, and the services, what are the services they are providing, and suppose FTP, UTP, HTTP, and also that the versions, what are the versions they are using for that. Okay, now there's a simple command we are going to run that. Suppose nmap, okay, minus st for TCP connect scan. Okay, and that will give us the list of the ports numbers which are opens close. Okay, now nmap minus st 192.160, that is the your IP address you have to provide. I am using that my college IP address, that is 192.160.17 or something. Okay, now doing that, see the nmap, it is started. Now we will see that how this gonna work. What it will show the list of the state services, also the port numbers, what it is see 21 port number that is using for FTP, 80 for HTTP, that it will be giving all the port numbers and what are the services they are providing. So, we have discussed minus st. Now that similarly we can also find minus ss, that is sealed scan. That sealed scan is actually the half TCP scan, not a full one. Okay, not sealed scan, it will not shows that close port and all. Okay, no, performing that, just write and map minus ss, and you can give the options, various options are there, and then the IP address or host names also, it will scan, generally scans all the ports. In this case there are 1000 ports. Okay, and it will tell about the services that ports are giving us, and it states what are the states. Okay, now coming to that, then now we can create profile also. Profile, it is for novice user, you don't know the nmap and want to scan, then he just having little bit knowledge of the TCP IP suite, he can do lots of magic here. Here let's see, here we have lots of options: finish scan, manmon scan, TCP scan, null scan, xmas tree scan. Okay, TCP can extend, that we have discussed. Windows scans, that is also there. Okay, lots of scans are there, options are there, and they related operating system reduction, version reduction, ITIL scan, FTP bounce, lots of options are there here. Okay, now coming to, so there you can create a profile and gives the name at least. So okay, now suppose we have chosen that minus w dash Windows scan for Yahoo, that you can choose, and just scan the, no, this all this all will scan the ports and IP addresses, uh, that are all that comes on the host discovery and port scanning. Now we are going to the operating system reductions, that is known as OS fingerprints. Okay. Now operating system, what it will shows that list of the means probable operating system might be a host is using. Suppose a Windows. So it will show Windows XP Server 2003, Vista or Windows 7. What else it is using? Means it is showing the probability of that Windows what it is using. Now suppose Nmap minus O is the syntax. www our favorite facebook.com. Now by doing that, it will source the operating system probable operating system means with the high probability the 98% 95% it will show that this operating system is being used. It will not give the exact, sometimes it gives the exact operating system, that depends upon the firewall. And okay, see that's Facebook. Now see the Facebook device firewall, that it is using the 40net 40 gate 100A firewalls. Okay, and operating system is also that. That is the beauty of this algorithm. You can get the fingerprint of the operating system, so you can do a magic knowing the fingerprints and knowing the black holes what that operating system has. You can do a lots of things here. Okay, now coming to that, minus v we can use for verbose. It will give detailed scannings of those all those things that can be used with window this OS detection also for and map port scanning also. Lot of things you can do. Now, this front end is basically you will find that for ease of your framing of your commands like that. Okay, you can frame the command as BT. You can frame the command that is beneficial. Suppose we are going to any of the profiles and see the options are there. Gives the first profile name. Okay, any profile name that is will be saved by that, so that in future also you can use the same scan commands sequence. Now see the various ping options are there. CMP ping option, default ping, CCK ping, sync ping. Okay, then scripting is also there. There are lots of file of related operations are there. This decoy is used for hiding your identity from the firewalls, because it does not log on to the give traces to the logs and all those. And you can specify a timeout and TTL means time to leave also. You can trace out a packet also. Suppose here we are using the minus O for operating system. See how beautifully we are printing this all commands in Nmap. Whatever you want the options to scan on that particular port or particular IP address host, you can do that. See, seal disk. Now suppose we are using seal disk as what is seal disk, and we have discussed previous also, that is minus SS half TCP scan. Okay. Now see, we have applied this seal scan on yahoo.com. You will find that what are the results and scans options, ports and services versions, all those. Okay, start in Nmap. So in Nmap there are also lots of options like topologies, ports, that we will discuss soon. Okay, that topology means you can see what is the formation, how is your host and local host and the servers, what are the distance between them. Okay, and graphically you can see yeah, result has come for city scan. See that close authentication code port is blocked. Okay, see this, that's a topology. The see localhost yahoo.com home is a single distance. You can, this is because it is one distance unit from our server, that is all. See, like that you can arrange. Okay, see you can do lots of magic here. See, lots of options are there. You can see by various categories which are filter open and which are open, which are closed, like that. Okay, now giving to comment that, see here it is giving the IP addresses and all those. Okay, now about that, after that you can compare the results also. Suppose first scan I am taking the cell scan, and previously I was doing that Windows scan minus SW. Okay, that two option you can compare that both of the option. See in first, then what is the timing difference it is showing, and that's cell scan. These all options are there. This option is not covered by the minus W. That is shown the difference. That is the beauty. You can compare the two commands output also. Okay. Now we can show how can you means in a particular file there are list of IP address and host names. So you can just extract the IP address from that files and scan that particular IP addresses. That is very useful in the colleges or in the organizations where you want. For because not for just for scanning also, just for also excluding the IP address. This IP address should not be scanned for exclusion also. Okay, that you can specify that in the file list, and you can later you can do we can specify that exclusion list port also you can specify like that. Okay, this command is nmap minus I cap L IP address dot txt, means that is a text file I have created before. Okay, this you can specify as part of the text file where it is saved. Now as you will do that port scanning, you will find that means IP address and port scanning. You can do that all those. You will find that IP address. It is scanned. See here. The first IP address was 180. He scanned that, and then it's fine. That's all. Of course, it is giving the results of that all the IP address. Yes, and this particular services port states all those port scanning is all those are working in all those IP address. See all those 5 6 IP address, and that host name was also there. That is also covered in this. Yeah, NITC dot yes. Yeah. Okay. So this is the some of the basic features. Now you are able to code various of the command in the Nmap. Okay. So just for some of the defaults are the givens. Let's do some instant scan of the all TCP ports and all those. There you have to specify that yeah, see this is the previously saved command intense all TCP port commands. You can just scan that. Okay, now you can do so any of the this depends upon you also store lots of profiles here. We have discussed before also. You can store lots of profile here, and afterward you can scan as per your requirements. Okay, there's a some of the defaults are given: regular scan, finish scan, all those instance scan, no ping, all TCP scan. That's some other basic scans are given us. Okay, now we will discuss something. Now, now you can imagine if you know the version of the operating systems and various services, various servers, you can do lots of things over there. Okay, see, instant scans we have done. It is showing all those. For Google we have done. So it is discovered for open ports and all those and IP address corresponding to it. It is first done that DNS scanning, then it is doing cell scanning. Okay, now trace out it is performing trace out also. Scripting scanning is also performing. Okay, this all means all the basic scanning it is performing in an instance scan. See versions and all those was see lots of informations are given. That is enough for a hacker to it's very beneficial. MD5L what is it is using, that is showing that. So if you have bit knowledge about that all things basic cryptography, you can do a lot of things here. Okay, now coming, let's see, lots of options. See this HTTP on for request, all those proxy, what type of proxy it is using, SSL, and which all firewall is there, that 49 for that all firewalls is showing about that. Okay, see OS detection is also done here. Trace route it is one hop count. Okay, that all things are all things you want that is given here.